How many more people voted for football than baseball? How many people in total voted for their favorite sport?
Welcome back! Last time we learned how to create pictographs and bar graphs about all different types of data like games, food, activities, and more. Today it looks like we need to look a little deeper into the meaning of the data in these graphs to answer not one, but two questions. Let's dive in. Let's look a little closer at the pictograph we created from my family cookout data. How can we tell which food was the most popular? We could count all the pictures one by one, but I noticed this column of pictures is the tallest. We can see which is most popular without counting just by comparing the columns. Burgers have the most pictures, making them the most popular. It works the same way in a bar graph. We can count the boxes or look to see which bar is the tallest. If we know that the tallest bar tells us which one is the most popular, which one would tell us which food was the least popular? You got it. The lowest or smallest bar or column of pictures is the food that people ate the least. This tells me that for the next cookout, I definitely need to buy a lot of burgers and some hot dogs, but not as many veggies for kebabs. I can even find out exactly how many people ate the more popular foods. I know 8 people ate burgers and 6 ate hot dogs. How many total people is that? If we add them together, we know that 14 people ate burgers and hot dogs. Only 4 ate kebabs, so that's most of the family. Oh, hi Mia. Mia asked how many people came to my family cookout. I don't remember. Do you think we can figure that out using my graph? I know. We can add all the totals together. We just added the total of the burgers and hot dogs, which was 14. Now we can add the total from the kebabs, 4. How many people total? 18 people. Wow, I didn't realize how much information we could pull from just one graph. We figured out which foods were most popular and least popular, added 2 categories together, and found out how many total people came to the cookout. Mia has one more question. This one's a little trickier. She wants to know how many more people ate burgers than kebabs. How do you think we can find the answer? When we wanted to find out how many people ate 2 of the foods, we added. But this time, we are finding the difference between the 2. Do you remember how to find the difference? We need to subtract or take away from a number to see how much is left. Let's try that here. We can subtract 8 minus 4. That gives us 4. 4 more people ate burgers than kebabs. Thanks for challenging us with that question, Mia. Oh, Mia wants to know if we can help her get more information from her graph too. Grab your pencil and let's see how we can help. Here's the graph we helped Mia make. First, we can help her decide which game she should definitely plan to have at her family game night. We'll look for the tallest bar. Wait, are you seeing what I'm seeing? 2 bars are the same height. That means the same number of people like board games and outdoor games. It's a tie with 6 family members each. What about the least popular game? Right, puzzles have the smallest bar. Only one of her family members likes puzzles, which helps Mia know to pick other games instead. What else? Can we find how many family members she surveyed all together? Let's count. We can start with the 6 from board games plus 4 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 1 makes 11. Plus 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Mia surveyed 17 people. We're really getting the hang of this. Let's try answering some questions that combine totals. How could we find out how many people in total like board games and outdoor games? Right, we can add these two numbers. 6 plus 6 equals 12. And finally, let's try one of those tricky questions Mia asked us. How many more people like board games than card games? We can find the difference by subtracting 6 minus 4, which gives us 2. I think we're ready to tackle the questions in our quest. Let's take another look at this bar graph. Wait a minute. This bar graph looks a little different than the others we've looked at. Do you see the difference? There aren't any boxes inside the bars. This is another way bar graphs can be made, but no worries. Instead of counting boxes, we can use the numbers on the bottom. The first question our quest asks is how many more people like football than baseball? Which numbers will we need to figure this out? If we follow the top of the football bar down to the numbers on the bottom, we can see it is lined up with the 8. So 8 people voted for football. What about baseball? It lines up with the 2. Do we need to add or subtract these numbers? We will subtract to find the difference between the two. 8 minus 2 equals 6. So 6 more people voted for football than baseball. One part solved. Our second question asks how many people in total voted for their favorite sport. This means how many people voted all together for football, baseball, soccer, and basketball. Do we need to add or subtract this time? Yes, we will need to add all 4 of our totals. Let's add 2 at a time. Basketball has 7 votes and football has 8. What do we get when we add them together? 15. Now let's add our other 2. 2 people voted for baseball and 5 for soccer. 2 plus 5 equals 7. Finally, we'll add the 15 votes from the first 2 to the 7 votes from the second 2. 22 people voted on their favorite sport. We did it! Write our answers on your math quest while I input our answer. Great work! Now we know how to read pictographs and bar graphs, answering questions about the most and least popular, totals, and differences. Remember, every problem has a solution, and we've got the skills to solve it. See you next time. Hey.